Um, yeah, man. I,
Craig, Broncos versus Bengals. Who you got?
um, yeah, man. I, I like the Bengals. If they can just get some of their wide receivers going early, and Joe Burrow get going early, I think I like their offense. Joe Mixon, he's what second in rushing right now behind Jonathan Taylor. So I think he's definitely the key for this team is to start getting him going early. Um, Gordon and Williams on the other side with the Broncos, they started to turn up and they look good as a duo. Um, and then when Williams had his time to shine, when Gordon was out, like he looked good. Like, and I don't, like I said, I never believed in Teddy Bridgewater. I still don't believe in Teddy Bridgewater. I think he has guys around him, Judy, Sutton, and Fant, and they just don't get utilized to me as much as they should. And versus on the other side, those three receivers, Higgins, um, Boyd, and Chase, like they do get utilized for the most part, or at least one of them maybe has one or two of them might have a really good game or something like that. Whereas like Judy and Sutton just haven't really done anything the last couple of weeks. So I think the backup tight end is getting had a big game last week, but it just to me it just comes down to the quarterback, and I would take Joe Burrow over Teddy Bridgewater 10 times out of 10.
Heck yeah, you better.
So I'm definitely leaning towards the Bengals offense on this one. The defense, though, I gotta go with the Broncos. I think their defense is playing really well. Just look at the last look at the last couple of games that they played. Um, they started to. I mean, granted they played the Lions, but they gave up 10 points. They only gave up 22 to the Chiefs. So and they beat the Chargers 28-13. So this is a big game for both teams. Both teams are 7-6. The Bengals have lost 2 in a row. So they definitely need a win, especially with their schedule coming up. Well, actually, both teams have a tough schedule coming up if you think about it. But, so right now we're in that playoff. Every game for them, for both teams, is a playoff game. Unfortunately, this is probably going to knock somebody out because somebody's going to fall to 7-7, and unless they're going to lose the tiebreak. So they end up tied. Whoever wins is going to get that. So, but I like the Broncos defense slightly over the Bengals. Oh man, coaching, man. Coaching, I think it's a toss up. I think for what Denver has done this year, even though they don't have a really good quarterback, I think they've done a great job for the most part. I didn't have them at 7-6 at this point in time during the season, especially after they lost 4 games in a row, I believe, after the 3-0 start. So I didn't really have them at this point at 7-6 trying to fight. They won some games against the Chargers and the Cowboys that I didn't think they would do. So I mean they're in a position to actually make something happen. And like I said, the Bengals, man, I don't know what happened to them the last couple of weeks, but they're not. I mean, they're starting to fall off. I mean, they were getting a lot of praise when they were 7-4, and they just beat the Steelers and the Raiders. But now they lost to the Chargers and the 49ers back-to-back weeks, and it's only going to get tougher from here. So, man, I know the Broncos are playing at home. Man, this is tough. I'm gonna lean Bengals. I think they maybe pull it out. I don't really have any confidence in it because they just played poorly the last couple of weeks. But I'm going 26-23 Cincinnati because I think it's a must win for both teams, but I just think the Bengals can pull it out. because of the quarterback. Just because of the quarterback.
All right. This is a big game. This is in the words of Jonathan Taylor's December football. No matter what level of football you're in, like he broke that down. If you're in high school, it's championship. If you're in college, it's a bowl game. NFL, it's if your games matter in December, it's playoff time. So these teams are pretty good. So the offense, I got the Bengals. They just Joe Burrow's a good quarterback. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon, they fit the bill, man. So, I think I like their offense a little bit better. Teddy Bridgewater is a game manager quarterback, but he just can't get the ball to, which is crazy because I felt like he did a better job last year with Bobby Anderson and Curtis Samuel and DJ, right? I just feel like he did a really good job of getting the ball to him. So now he has Noah Fant. I don't know if Corn Sutherland is still hurt, but they have Jerry Jeudy, and I don't know where it's at. They run the ball a lot, which is great, but I just don't see where their offense is at, and it disappears for spells. So I'm going with the Bengals. Defense, I'm going with Denver, man. Your defense is just overall good. They're going to continue to be good, and they continue to dominate. That's Vic Fangio's thing. Fangio's thing was defense. He had a great defense in Chicago, and I think he just carried it over to the Broncos. Coaching. Oh. The expectation for both teams, I don't think we picked any team, neither the Bengals or the Broncos at the beginning of the season to be 7-6 at this point. So it's good coaching jobs, but I'm going to give the edge more to this is a hard one. Might be a push. I don't know, man. I mean, because they're decent coaches. They're not great. I question both decision-making, right? Fangio makes some crazy decisions, so does Zach Taylor. Both are inconsistent. So I'll give it to Zach Taylor just because nobody really had an expectation of the Bengals this year. It's the same for the Broncos. I don't know, man. It's they're just average coaches. Well, I'll go to Zach Taylor because Zach Taylor will have his job, but Fangio might have his job too. We don't know, So, but this one is going to be a great game, playoff game, both 7-6. I want to say Denver, but I'm going to say the Bengals because they win, lose, and they're going to end up winning this game. But I don't know because they're going to be 8-6, and then I think they have a hard schedule, and then that's when they're going to start losing. They got the Chiefs. I think they got the Ravens, and then you're going to see them start bottom out, and that's where they're going to be, 8-8. But I have the Bengals 28-24. All right, Corey. Broncos versus Bengals. Who you got?
Yeah, I think you guys both kind of covered it pretty well. It's a situation. Both teams have pretty good defenses. That are, the Broncos, I think, have a overall better defense, but Cincinnati's been playing pretty good defense all season. Hendrickson has been a really good pickup for them. Both teams have really good skill position talent. The coaches have question marks. And for me, this game just comes down to I trust Joe Burrow significantly more than I do Teddy Bridgewater. Yes, Cincinnati lost last week, but game on the line, put the ball in his hands. Joe Burrow marched him down for a touchdown. He put them in a position to win that football game, and he's playing pretty well. He's living up to that number one hype. So I'm going to take Cincinnati. Say 23-20.
All right. Guess I'm gonna take this one. And I just got some disturbing news. I need to redo my picks, man. That's what I need to do.